Ta-da! We didn't do this last month because life was insane, but we're back. Did it? It's only 3 of us though. Jesse is working today. Boo, boo, boo. And it was like one of those things where it's like every Saturday, like no one would. There was no Saturday that everyone was available, so we just had to, go forth without Jesse today, which we shall miss her. We shall miss her. Without Lucy, our old good friend Lucy can't make it. But Lucy, when you're watching this in the playback, just know we always do. We always do. Like even when the dice don't tell us to, we do anyway.
Who do you think we are?
We're pushing. This is the real agenda. The real king agenda is just us making these live streams. Hello, welcome. Hello, anyone watching this in the future, anyone who joins to join us. Little spiel about what we're doing here. This is Roll4Drama. It's a live stream. This is episode, God, what episode is 22?
22.
Something like that. 22, episode 22. This is the 22nd of these streams that we've done. And the basic premise is based on a TikToker who Jesse and I got real into during the lockdowns. Who did Roll for Sandwich called Adventures in Ardia. And he would roll the dice and make cursed or sometimes good sandwiches based on what the dice picked off a list. And so we do that, but with dramas. And when I tell you we never make cursed dramas here, we only make absolute bangers that then all of us leave hyped about it and then get immediately sad because it doesn't exist.
Even when the dice have jokes for us and we think, how are we going to make that work? We make it work every time.
As always, these streams are just slightly janky. We have a little bit of fun here. We pull up terrible graphics that I make on the fly. So sometimes I'll be like, talk amongst yourselves while I'm very quickly coming up with graphics so that people know who we're talking about. Because the basic premise is we have a slideshow that has lists of things that we then roll dice to pick. And then we have to make a drama with whatever the dice have picked. And sometimes the dice do be getting jokes. They do be getting jokes on us.
Mm-hmm.
The last time we did this was June. We did a very special Omegaverse BL episode, which you can find if you go into our archives, go to the live stream tab, find episode 21. We had a banger of a time where we created a 4-episode time loop psychological thriller with the psychic powers Omegaverse. A lot happened. Okay?
That was lot. That feels so long ago that we made that.
It feels this, but it was only 2 months ago. But it was great. We did some wild choices during that one, and we had a good time because we always have a good time here. And so yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. So yeah, how's everyone been? Has everyone been doing good? You guys?
Yeah.
It's really hot.
Usually,
it's insane.
It's here too. I'm even in the basement, and usually it's cooler, and it's been hot for so long that it's not even cooler in the basement now, which is annoying.
It was super hot, and it's still pretty hot, but it's much less hot. Than it has been.
Yeah, that was
which is good because I was dying. Sorry.
No, I was just saying last week was better, passable, but it cranked back up for the next handful of days.
It's so funny how when it's really, really hot, just how utterly miserable everything is. And you're just I hate everything. And then suddenly it dropped 6 degrees and suddenly I was like, oh,
yeah,
I'm filled with a vigor for life once more.
Well, you know how doing errands just isn't fun in the first place, but when it's hot, it's unbearable to do. You're
I just
one
want
errand,
yeah.
And so then you're just toast.
Yeah.
So then when it drops a few degrees, hey, I can do a handful of errands and feel like I'm not dying.
The worst for me is when you're running the errands and you go from the air conditioning in the car to the hot outside, to the air conditioning in the store, to the hot outside, to the right. And you're going back and forth. And my brain just wants to explode. Like, I hate it.
My thing is, I can't sleep well if I'm not under covers. But if it's so hot that being under covers makes you want to die. So I just did not sleep for like a week. Luckily, I wasn't babysitting this week because the kids are off visiting their cousins. So I was, though they left their germs behind. I'm very congested, but you know, it is what it is. And so I was like, oh, finally a week off. But then I was like, it's so hot that I can't sleep. But now I can. Like the day that it dropped like 6 degrees in like 12 hours. And I was like, honey, I can go under the covers again. I'm so excited. And I slept so good. I was gone. I was out like a light. As soon as those covers hit me, I was like, yes. It's great. But shall we get into this? All right. So the first thing that we do here is we have a D8. Let me find my little D8. Where are you, D8? That's a D12. That's
V8.
I have D8. I got a D8.
V8. I was making a 16 joke.
Oh, V8. Oh. Yeah. Making a little 17 joke. If only. He's here somewhere, I'm sure. Like, he's here somewhere.
I'm sure he is.
We got to pick what type of show we're going to be making. As you can see, I've combined 8 and 12 episodes as one thing that we can choose, but I've added a real spicy number that I got my fingers crossed for. Yes. Okay, so I wonder which one that could be. There's absolutely no hints as to what type I might enjoy. I don't know. The mystery continues. Let's see. Let's see what we do. What are we doing today? So close. 20 episode drama. Okay, I feel like we haven't done a good basic 20 episode in a while, you know?
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Let's see.
For those watching,
next up,
yes,
we
Natalia
got our traditional.
Natalia's stuff is lagging, which is totally fine. Just let you know.
Yeah.
Like, for everyone else,
I'm
it is
sorry.
too. So you're not losing. No, I'm just viewers. We know that is what is occurring. It just happens. It's cool. So like if we talk over each other, that's why.
I see why it's actually doing that. One second. Okay. Hopefully this improves in a minute or so.
Okay.
I was accidentally on Wi-Fi when I should have been in hardwired. Do. Is it a little better? Maybe.
I mean, your
know.
video still isn't moving, really. But
oh well, listen.
It's fine.
You know what? It's pretty
your
early
audio
for us to
is
be pulling this
faster.
out, but
Jesse, for 5 minutes. Jesse, wait. You're here for 5 minutes. What do you want to throw at us to add in? Throw us something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you want? Chuck it.
So far, it's going to be 20 episodes. That's all we know.
It's going to be a 20 episode drama.
Natalia, go ahead and roll something else.
We're going to find out the setting. We're going to roll something. Okay. 9. Oh. Okay, we will be adding vampires due to a Jesse request.
The fact that it takes so long for that to pop up for me is so fun. There we go, vampires. Vampires. We can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I may since I'm so delayed for absolutely no reason. No,
we rolled 9 non-Korean country. Is that what we were saying?
Ooh.
Yes, non-Korean country.
Okay.
Okay. I'm trying. Listen, my computer. For anyone curious as to why this is happening, for why Natalia is so
struggle busing,
utterly bizarre. The struggling today. My computer is on its literal last little legs. I kept thinking that I had like 6 months with it. It's very quickly showing me I don't, but it will be getting replaced like in September. Shh, don't tell it. But in September, I will be getting a new computer. So I'm getting a little Mac Mini. So hopefully that improves some of this situation. A couple weeks more of this strugglation. Right, yeah. Listen, it served me well, computer. But it has served me well. But unfortunately, look, hey, I've had it for like 6 years,
and doing some heavy lifting.
It's been working great for 6 years. Yeah, it does a lot of stuff, but it's angry. It's time. Okay, now it's the genre roll.
So since we're doing vampires, I guess we could put vampires in anything. So
yeah, I mean,
yeah, we can put. Listen, we're just working vampires into whatever the hell it gives us. Which there are some really funny options here.
Yeah,
like there are some genuinely funny options that we can do. Vampire. All right, as always, if we do 18, 19, or 20, we got to roll 3 times. So, okay. All right. So close.
17?
7. Oh my. Yeah. Yep. 15. Okay, 17 and 15.
Okay.
Which means that we have some a really funny option that I know is to add to vampires.
So zombie,
historical zombies,
nice. historical zombies and vampires.
Jesse is thrilled.
Yes, a good choice has been given today.
Right.
Okay. Next we will pick our main actress. Oh man. Okay, I added someone new to the main actor, and if they get picked, this is gonna be a banger. All right, so let's find out who we're doing. All right.
Vampire romance, Jesse says.
Listen, it's possible. We have to see what comes up, you know. All right. So let's see. Okay. Okay.
Are you faking us out on top of your stuff?
No, I'm not. This is genuinely happening.
Is that a 7?
Okay. 7. Let's find out. Okay. Go.
Park Bo Young.
Park Bo Young. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. That's a good option for number 1. All right. What male lead are we going to oh my god. Can you go? Believe. No, it went twice. Go back. Okay. There's a few really good options here. I have added possibly the greatest male lead option. Number 12 would be an absolute delight in every stretch of the imagination. So, like, I feel like the dice wouldn't be that kind to us.
You know,
you never know.
The first time you put Omegaverse on the list,
it's fine.
It rolled that. So, like, you know, the dice has
jokes. We all laughed. We all laughed. The dice sometimes do be joking quite a bit. All right. Let's find out. 20.
Natural
20.
Rare,
you know what, guys? You know what 20
Noonas'
is?
choice.
A 20 is we get to fucking pick. Okay.
So it's number 12, right?
Okay.
Like it has to be number 12.
Okay. It's number 12. It's Mad Dog Suck. Are you kidding me? Like, okay.
Well, hang on. So,
okay. Now, I hesitate. Hey,
the ages work, right? Right? How old is he?
He's like in his 50s.
I don't even know.
I don't.
So
I feel like. Listen.
Like
I feel like I have no problem.
Father,
but
daughter.
yeah. Listen, I feel like I have no problem with it, but I feel like we would get canceled for suggesting it. So if we do,
we'll just romance the other direction. That's fine. They don't need to be in the romance.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, listen, they don't need to be in the romance together. But if we're going to give her a romance, okay. We get to go into, overtime, where we, pick a romance partner, for from a romance. If anyone knows adventuring party, your romance partner. We need to pick a romance partner for her. So do we want it to be a lady romance partner or a male romance partner? I think it's time for the dice to decide.
I kind of like him as older brother / fave uncle to her.
Fave uncle.
Jesse.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Yes.
I do. Okay. So we have a D6 here. Evens, we pick a lady. Odds, we pick a fella. The dice are deciding. Okay? We can never be accused of anything. So that is a 6. We getting a lady. Okay. She is a lesbian. Perfect. All right. Now, we do another D20 to find out who. Boop. 2. Who is number 2? Dun, dun, dun. Kim. Okay. Few of these, Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now we need to figure out a few things that we're adding to our zombie vampire historical. We have to roll 3 of these that we need to work into already a lot. Our zombie vampire historical. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So. Okay. I love that you can I feel like, can you hear it being rolled and then it pops up after?
And then it just boom.
Yes.
Okay, 5. Yeah. Okay. Good times. Okay, 5, 11.
And sometimes it just doesn't even pop up.
11.
If you're going so fast.
Oh, your fingernails are cute.
Blurry.
Oh,
you know what? I actually did them. They are supposed to. Because they are.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure if it was because they were a little fuzzy, if I was misseeing it. Love it.
No, they're eyeballs. Okay, and finally, 4. 4. Okay.
5, 11, and 4. 5. Amnesia.
Okay. 5. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
11. Ability to see.
No, 5. Amnesia. Easy. No. Okay, I'm sorry, dice. We are re-rolling 11. We get that every friggin'. I'm sorry, we're re-rolling. I can't do that. I can't do ghosts again.
We've had it too
I
many
cannot.
times.
It's every month.
I feel like when you're in a zombie
month.
vampire story, ability to see ghosts is almost a given. Like, it feels like it's just
it's
the
too much.
trifecta, right?
Sure,
yeah. Okay. The new number's 19. The new number is 19. We're not doing this. Cohabitation, fine. I can't do this again. We're not doing literally every month. And you're thinking, oh, Natalia, get a new set of dice. We use a different set of dice every month. And everyone be seeing ghosts. I'm done. No matter if I move it around on the thing. No, it's like the dice are like, you got to talk about ghosts. You haven't talked about ghosts yet. No, we're not doing this.
Jesse says, I feel like they all see ghosts.
There's a ghost in Natalia's apartment who's trying to speak to her right now. And it's like, I need you to have...
it's haunting us. It's like, listen, I need
you guys
new
to see
stream
me.
idea. Ouija night. All right, Jesse, next break, come back. Hopefully we'll have updated on this. What's the next one? Cliches. All right. Okay. moving on. We have amnesia, Chaebol, and poor, or in this sense, I feel we'll do like nobility and poor, and then cohabitation. Classic, fun, good times. All right, so for cliches, we got to roll 3 of these too, because we got to pick. We somehow got to work this in. This is so friggin' stuffer on the way out, is what it's doing. All right. We got 18. 18. We got 15. 15. Da-da-da-da. Ah! It went out. Get back in there. That's 18 again. Oop. I then hit my camera. Okay. And then 9.
9.
18, 15, 9. Okay.
Katie says she's a little late, but she's listening while working on laundry.
Okay.
Yay!
Welcome, Katie. Okay, so we have a shower scene. You know what? This is just a Ma Dong-seok shower scene possibility, which I'm thinking would be great. We have a girl pretends to be a boy, perfect for the setting.
Amazing.
Yep.
And then we have a cute kid. Okay, we have a cute kid.
Love it.
These are all so easy. Because Ma Dong-seok plus cute kid?
Right?
Excuse me? Okay.
Bestseller right there. You've sold it.
Like, say
they don't even put Park Bo Young
right,
in any of the advertising. It's just Ma Dong-seok and this cute kid doing all
Ma
the
Dong-seok with a cute kid.
interviews and stuff.
Okay, let me quickly do my little graphic chat amongst yourselves for a few moments.
So you're gonna do the graphic without knowing
pull
who's
up. So
what?
for anyone who's
Well,
I'm just putting in the people who are in it.
Okay.
So
You know, like I do
yeah.
every time.
I like Jesse's
This is Ma
idea
Dong-seok.
of Ma Dong-seok being her uncle. I mean, the cute kid could be his kid. Like, maybe the 3 of them travel together because the zombies got his wife and her parents or something. So now it's just the 3 of them together fleeing zombies.
Good Ma Dong-seok photo here. No.
I guess I've never thought about the
like I-
interaction between if you try to turn somebody into a vampire, but it maybe goes kind of wrong and they become a zombie instead.
Mm,
Oh, that's fun.
yeah.
So like, you're kind of the same thing, but not really at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like a failed vampire, like
Like a thrall sort of situation, right?
Yeah.
Like a, yeah.
I've just never thought of that really, because I don't typically think of them together.
Well, because we're breaking new ground here. We're breaking new ground.
Oh, I'm sure someone
With,
has like
Well,
had this
like,
idea before.
I like the idea maybe of like a literal vampire slayer. Like the vampire slays the zombies. They go around taking, it's almost like vampire law enforcement. Zombies are what happens when a vampire turns someone the wrong way or something, and they have to go around cleaning things up because it makes life more difficult for vampires to hide when the zombies are just out there running amok.
So the royal family is vampires, right? Like,
Oh, absolutely.
and then Ma
Absolutely.
Dong-seok is like the head magistrate, head dude in charge of going and making sure that stuff doesn't go too far wrong, or it has gone wrong and he has to go clean it up.
Yeah, or like he's just like a dude, possibly. Because if we're doing like,
if we're doing like a poor,
like the
rich,
J-ball plus,
right?
I found the perfect image of Kim So Hyun, by the way. It's not even funny. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I got this is going really well. And then, sorry, I know you can't see what I'm doing, obviously, because I'm off screen here, but just know I got just absolute perfect images. Okay, export as PNG. Guys, my computer, I'm usually so much quicker at this. The computer do
Totally
be
fine.
struggling. Okay, desktop.
What if
PNG.
Ma Dong-seok was like the head magistrate in another like city royalty kind of situation in a town that was like overrun or whatever. So now they're like almost like refugees in this city, but he's kind of like, he knows what went wrong in the old city, so he's trying to like make sure they don't make the same mistakes, but you know, he's just a guy, so it's hard to like make the connections he needs or something. I don't know. I'm trying to
Okay.
Oh, 13.
One second. I've almost got it. My computer's like, no. Come on.
Oh, I forgot the non-Korean country
Here we
thing.
go. Oh, right. Oh,
yeah.
How are we
also
going to do
did.
historical non-Korean country?
Okay, no, it's possible. It's possible. It could be okay because historical is just any time before like the last 50 years, right?
No? Yeah, but
So
like
it's
we were all thinking
technically-
like
I know we
We're
were
all
all
thinking
thinking.
back.
kind of a Joseon kind of
Yeah.
situation.
So okay. So, listen, we got you, fam. You're gonna be like, oh shit, this is the best vampire shit I've ever heard of. I promise. Okay, so if we can go Joseon, okay, so they would have like noble children be like hostages in other
Oh, yeah, yeah.
countries.
Yeah.
Right? So they would be like like basically
Like
like a
in China or something.
yeah, in
you know.
China or Japan or
Historical China.
whatever.
Yeah.
Mostly China, yeah.
Yeah.
So like we could set it in China. We
Yeah.
could go real bold with this.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that recently, a couple of these ago, we had another historical one that involved cross-dressing with Park Seo-joon. Where he was like they were bringing the prince home. We could do like a similar situation, okay, where Ma Dong-suk is like a bodyguard situation, all right, sent to China to escort her home, and he has his niece Park Bo, but she's pretending to be a boy because again, this is just classic common, you know. This is just the basic. Because how else would he bring her as his like apprentice if she was, you know, because her parents are dead or something, because they're always dead. They're always dead. And then like he's like, okay, well, I have to now I've been raising my niece, but I'm like I'm like a bodyguard, so it's like a dangerous life. So I've been raising her as a boy because otherwise I couldn't bring her with me, and she's awesome.
Well, it's also to keep her safe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just.
Now we just have to figure out how they pick up another kid. This is.
I mean,
well, I will say,
cross them, and you know, as they're traveling or something, they come across, you know, like a wagon train or something that's been attacked, and there's a kid that survived by hiding or something.
Or
and
another option.
snoot him.
It could actually just be like Kim So-hyun and either her child that like maybe she's being brought home because her husband died. Okay. So she could just have a cute kid that he just sort of like adopts as his little buddy throughout this whole zombie vampire situation. Also, he, you know, secret vampires in some way, either, okay, we have some options.
You're really getting ahead of yourself.
Listen, I'm really getting ahead of myself because we have so many, like, there's so many branching options.
Can I say something?
Yes.
You can
Take it away.
Gather your thoughts for a second. All I was wanting to say was cohabitation inherently gets checked off then, because if you are having to travel across, you know, probably a couple months, you know, how slow that goes, cohabitation is already occurring. So like, I'm just saying, off the list, we've already got
that kind of
that's easy. And again, so Park Bo-young hiding as a dude, kind of tough whenever you're there for months, and then you're trying to bathe or something, and
because you get the you know, the shower scene where they're like the waterfall lake where they have to bathe, and it's like, wait a minute, what did I see? Right?
But during that time, we do have a moment of Ma Dong-suk doing his, so that's a thing.
Yeah.
But I do. I do
Sorry,
think what would be
Francis comment. Sorry, go on.
all I was gonna say was, and I'm not pressing this. I'm just saying it's another option for the kid. Kid could be like, as they're traveling, as Amanda said, like as far as eventually in the plot, because we have 20 episodes.
We've got,
Right?
there's a lot. 20 of those is a lot to get into.
So to me, kid doesn't show up until later.
The kid is the episode 15. We need a new little bit of plot for the final 5.
Or, you see kid being shopkeeper's son, and then shopkeeper goes missing. Like, something, kid is introduced as being charming, but not involved in anything until later. Oh, kid needs help. But I do think it would be fun if the kid was also a vampire, but he's not nobility. Like if he is a commoner, but like they figure out, oh no, he's a vampire too.
So I had a thought.
Okay.
Whereupon it's not like so if Kim Sohyun, because we're still doing nobility / poor because Chaebol equals nobility. If we were going with she's the hostage in China, we could make it that she's not a vampire, and that's like this Chinese family has become vampires, like this noble Chinese family, and they're turning people into thralls, aka the zombies. Okay. And so they killed, if we're going with, why she was there and why this word has come back of this like mysterious plague, and that's why they're being sent to like get her to come back because it's not safe for her there anymore, but they don't want to let her go because they've got some sort of evil vampiric design. Okay, maybe someone gets turned into a vampire at some point, who knows. We could just
maybe they were planning, maybe they had already said like, we are going to turn you on such and such day.
And she got like a desperate note out, like
or maybe she's able to get out in time.
Yeah, forced to like marry one of the vampires or something, like
the vampire son or whatever.
Yeah. And so Madong Suk and his apprentice, his nephew, are sent in. I feel like Park Bo Young would be such a good cross-dressing character too. Like I just feel like that would be just a really fun, good time,
I do feel like it kind of would be fun as they're kind of rescuing her from the situation before they're traveling. Like to where Park Bo Young does have to pretend to be a vampire for a moment to like on top, like to get out of a situation, has to like act like a vampire in order to get past something. That'd be kind of funny.
I think we probably would have to as opposed to making it China, making it a fake country.
Fictional.
I feel like
I feel like we should go like a fictional. I feel like
it's gonna cause the Chinese I know that they again, right?
We did do an episode on My Dearest, and the villain is definitely China.
And the
Mongolia, because they were So, but I feel like perhaps maybe by non-Korean country, we decide that we're gonna go just fictional. This is all fictional.
So that
these are all fictional countries.
Put their little disclaimer at the bottom.
This is all
none of these countries
are not real. These are fake.
Jeju Island is suddenly vampires just because it is, or whatever.
And they all have different names. They're just very close to historical. Saguk style, but they're not. It's not Korea. It's not Joseon.
And it can't be really historical because, wasn't it a zombie show?
Oh yeah.
You mean Joseon Exorcist, the greatest first 2 episodes of a show I've ever seen that immediately got canceled because people got mad.
So it can't be. So we can't be too close to history and do anyway. Obviously,
this is all fictional countries. These are fake places, fake people that just look a lot like historical Joseon does.
It's like anime where it's all in Japanese, but the characters are all white, and this is clearly a town in Germany. You just go with it. Right?
Oh, you started Full Metal Alchemist, have you? It's in fake Germany, yes. Fake Germany.
So I will say
fictional country. Let's start with one of those where someone's reading in this, like at the beginning of
In
Earth
this
where they're
era.
like, in this era of this fake country, turmoil is rife. And it's just like, okay, cool. We're in a fake country now. Everything's fake. It just looks pretty similar. It's all fake. It's all fake. We're all having a good time.
Yeah. In that country, it could be the vampires have been around for a while. Like,
Yeah.
vampires live amongst humans, but the humans don't really know about it much, and yada yada yada.
Sort of like the beginning of like Underworld, where it's like the vampires and the lichens have been fighting for millennia. It's like the vampires have been holding people under their thumb for millennia. That that gives a lot more freedom to like just do whatever, because then no one can get mad at you because it's all fictional. Even though I would think that once you have zombies and vampires, you would all probably like figure out it was all fictional, but apparently that's not always the case. So,
I will
but
say,
I still
we have clicked off pretty much all of the things that we've rolled for so far, except amnesia.
Yeah.
So we might have to roll for a couple more things if we're trying to make anything more difficult, because we already have like
we're all too good for this. But you know what we're never too good for? Plot twist. Dun, 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 dun. That's
what
right.
do we hope
Dun,
it's
dun,
not?
dun, dun.
Truck of Doom. That'd be bad.
I can't do time shenanigans again. We've already done this.
I really
Right?
Like we've done. It's been so many time shenanigans. Let me just remove this overlay.
I mean,
right
Return
here.
from Death is a very somebody is
well, that's
getting
too
turned,
obvious,
right? Like that's
get
Mhm.
fired is funny in this situation because be like, okay.
Well, because
She could
you
be
can
a
go off
very,
book,
like snooty, a snooty royal in the beginning, and she
Mhm.
keeps trying to fire him because he's like not doing what she wants, and he's just like, okay, but then you're
Girl,
like,
I don't-
you're in the
I don't
wilderness
work
by
for
yourself,
you.
like you didn't hire me, you can't fire me. Yeah.
I feel like if we're saying like what would be the hardest ones to put in, bankruptcy makes no fucking sense in the context. Inheritance.
Surprise parent could be good,
Oh, that's
because it
interesting.
could be like she thought her parents were dead, like Bo Young thinks her parents are dead, but they weren't really. They were like actually
But they were really
turned to
vampiric
vampires or
thralls.
something. Yeah,
Ooh.
like
Envoys is definitely the funniest option because All right, let's see if we can.
That's an interesting idea.
mhm.
Yes. Oop. We got I'll let it resolve. Number 4.
So it was 4.
Did it resolve for you guys yet?
Yeah.
It's 4.
Bankruptcy.
Okay. Which is
We just said that was the one that makes no sense. Bankruptcy.
oh my god, that is the funniest possible. Okay.
I could see that almost. That could have worked as a setup for why she's like as a hostage in another country or whatever. But like as a plot twist, it's kind of hard to. I mean, maybe that's. I don't know.
Also, thank you. I sell them on my sticker shop. If you're interested, we can drop a link for you. Bankruptcy. What would actually be like the funniest possible ending is that you know how like they didn't really get Al Capone for all the murders, they got him for tax evasion, like a really funny
that's
option
what takes out this vampire royal family is that they're like
bankruptcies or spending too much money.
Well, that does make it funnier because like anything I was coming up with was just very like sad and really not contributing to the story.
Like,
for instance, like the kid, the shop. Let's say he's a shopkeeper's son, and the shopkeeper gets thrown in debtor's prisoner. Like bubble. There's all types, but okay, that's not very fun. Like that's.
But like
it's
going after the vampire's money as like a means to destroying them is very funny.
Yes.
I mean,
like,
it could
like
kind
a
of
Robin Hood
turn into
style
like that,
situation.
like a Robin Hood heist story kind of situation where they like.
Then we're getting fun.
Well, like when they're rescuing her from when they're rescuing, the royal gal from the situation, they overhear or something about money troubles or something
Or like
about money.
or just like the treasury or something, or how they've been like amassing all of this wealth from the peasantry, and like people who refuse get turned into thralls, and that's how they've been keeping.
And let's say they don't bring that up again for many episodes, because again, 20 episodes. So like you kind of get sidetracked with worrying about the vampire aspect, all these other things, but then, oh, how are we gonna get them? And then out of their back pocket, yep, it's the money thing. That's how we're gonna use an excuse to go, take troops in, whatever, to go take their power away, essentially. So they stop making more vampires, really, but money too.
I
Money
like
makes
I
the
like
world
it
go round.
because also we get to always put in like our anti-capitalist, like anti-authoritarian views that we share in everything. This is fun now, because like before it was like it might be serious, but now I'm like, oh no, actually we're doing a Mad Unsuck comedy. Never mind, I'm back in. Because he can do comedy so good, y'all. Like,
well, I don't know how comedic you're really thinking.
No, not like super comedic, but like I just feel like if we add like a heist aspect to it, it becomes more fun. And so then you can spend several episodes on heisting, because heisting.
That's true. Just disappearing their money.
Yes,
in various
and like,
ways.
Yeah, disrupting the money and supply chains, like.
Yeah, that's the fun stuff.
That's the fun stuff.
That could be if we have the kid being the shopkeeper, like Sky, like shopkeeper's son, like Sky suggested, then they take over the shop as like, oh, we're his uncle from another country who came to like try and get this, but then they start using like business to like, oh, we have this great business opportunity. You just have to front the money for us to like, get the stuff. And, like they start using that shop front as the
So they essentially start running pyramid schemes in order to get all
like,
and mostly appeal to the noble people, because they're the only ones that really have money in the first place.
Exactly.
I feel like maybe there is a stupid vampire son of the royal family that falls for, he was really into Kim So-hyun, and then like, she was supposed to marry him or whatever, and
you
then
can put
but
them
he's
back
also
up, Natalia. Yep.
I was just doing that, like,
but like he's dumb, so he's like easy to like convince, like this would be really good for your family if you
you're
invested
saying
in our thing.
An idol.
Yes.
An idol.
I feel like,
You know what?
Not that we're saying that idols are stupid.
No, I'm just saying they would have fun with that
this
role.
character. Yeah, it would be fun.
Okay, listen, there's one guy that we have to put in this, but not necessarily as this character. But we gotta find a role for our boy Changbin, okay? Long lost son, perhaps. Just putting that out there. But who would actually be really funny in this role would be Junho, because he was sort of like had that goofy energy in Chief Kim. And I feel like he really was killing the goofy energy then, that I feel like he might be able to continue. But I will take other suggestions. Like, obviously, that's just my opinion.
Well, I mean, we know, even based on his other even historical like roles and stuff, he can definitely sell the nobility, and even you can even make that role kind of a playboy aspect if you want, and he's done that, specifically historical playboy. So like, I mean, he doesn't even have to be in it a ton, just some, just to be like, one episode, like, hey, do you have some time in your schedule to come guest star in one episode or two,
to be the,
like one little arc, essentially.
local idiot.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Any suggestions in chat? Yeah,
So
I just feel like we need to somehow get Changbin in here somewhere, because it's a good opportunity to get, the bit, do it for the bit. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Well, I mean, we could have it be even just like a cameo at the end when everything is sorted out and they get back home, and Ma Dong-seok's son's been watching the shop for while he was away or whatever. It's like,
Like a
hey,
little like,
Dad,
you said you were just going out for milk joke.
yeah, like that kind of thing, right?
Where the hell have you been? Which would genuinely be funny. Where you been, Loca?
I'm just trying to think. 20 episodes. That is a longer show. Like, I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
We almost need at least one more conflict or something.
We
Maybe
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
do
20
that.
episodes is just long.
Also,
It
we
is.
need like a good villain. Like, we need like the head vampire.
The head, I mean, it's got to be like an evil mother of the,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like the evil mother vampire
Empress type?
empress. Yeah.
Hmm.
Because, I mean, that's always a good time. And you don't have to, because they're vampires, you don't have to cast, you can cast somebody who could legitimately be like Junho's like mother age, but you don't have to either, right? Like, you can cast somebody who is
Looks equal in age.
looks, like in what was
Yeah.
that one, The Last Empress or whatever, where it was like the guy, the emperor or king or whatever, and the actress who played his mother, and they were like 5 years apart.
Yeah.
At least with vampires it makes sense. You're like, okay, sure.
Well, yeah.
There, we've added him in. He's in the corner now. There. Or coming in to play the oops, sorry, we clicked the wrong thing. Oh my computer. Please, computer, please. Computer, I beg you. I beg you, computer. So who yeah, and since they're vampires, they don't age. So it can literally be anyone. Anyone could be Kim Sun Young. Yeah. I like it. I also do. And she's so delightful.
Ooh, yeah.
I feel like she could do
She'd
good
sell it.
evil. She'd do
Yeah.
good evil. I like it. Picasso. Let me add her in. I you know what? I'm cool with that. With that. I got no qualms. I feel like she's been itching to play someone evil. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, she has played some evil people.
Yeah. I feel like, be a good time for her to return to her potentially evil ways. Let me slot her in here. Because I feel like, we gotta have like these comedic like heists that's happening, but then we also have to have like her just be absolutely like horrendously evil.
Oh yeah, like
You know
there's
what I mean?
some
Like
like
just
really
absolutely
darkly vampire-y nonsense
just absolutely
that's going on.
insanely bad, where you're like, damn girl, calm down,
Mm-hmm.
We gotta show upload. I got a quick upload. It's coming. Swear.
Later we will cast the kid too, because that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That's always a plus.
I always like the little kid, the little kid who was in Young Lady and Gentleman. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I knew you were going there. Yep.
Cute. He's just so cute, okay? Like, he's just so cute.
You're going that young. Like, how old is that kid now?
I think he's probably like 8, now. I suppose I can look it up. Like,
I'll look it up.
mhm. Like, he's a good little actor.
Yes. I wasn't saying he wasn't.
Yeah, he's just cute.
How dare he not be listed in the main roles?
He was definitely a main role on Young Lady and Gentleman. Where
10.
is he?
He's 10.
He's 10. Okay, he's even older than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, he was recently in Dear Hung Wrong. Like, I saw him.
Yeah,
He's growing up. He's 10.
he's a little.
So,
That's a good age for that role,
that
I
is.
think.
Yeah, I think that's
Because I was
I
thinking of
think-
him and Young Lady and Gentleman. That was a little young for like
Yeah.
the role.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
well,
of, but-
then you realize, like, oh, when did that come out? What
yeah,
year
that
did
was
Yeah,
a few
yeah.
years back.
2021 year.
But I feel like 10 is better, especially if we are gonna have it be a little more on the dark side than the comedic side.
Yeah.
It's a little too much when you've got like a 5-year-old running around in some of that. You're like, right? But a 10-year-old, you're like, okay, they fully.
Well, he
get
wasn't Dear
that,
Hungering, which
you know.
was, so, yes. Let me try to get it. Okay.
So, how do Park Bo Young and Kim So Hyun's characters fall in love? Because that
This
is
is-
what we want to happen, correct?
Yes.
I mean, we're
Because
doing
I'm
the
pretty sure they don't
conversation.
like each other at first. Is what I
Yeah.
want to be.
She's a spoiled rich girl. And Park Bo Young is like not
Very
having
not.
it,
Mm-hmm.
but she also makes a very handsome young man, and eventually she still is like, she puts up with the nonsense. It's like, I don't like it, but I'm still going to be a good person to you. And she has been putting up with evil, like, nonsense boy. And so, like, having a boy who's like polite and,
Mhm.
nice is like a different vibe for her. So she's like, oh, maybe this pretty, maybe this pretty boy is.
So Kim So Hyun's character falls first, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm photoshopping like a mad woman right now. Enhance. Okay.
Well, I was thinking, like a bit of a dark twist that we could take with the, like the shopkeeper's son and the shopkeeper could be that they intentionally target like families that have small children because, like, oh, you could pay off your debt by like selling your child to be a servant at the court, but really she's just, our evil queen is like,
eating
eating
them,
babies.
eating them.
She's, she
she's
likes to eat babies and bathe in the blood,
Yeah, like a classic evil situation. Yeah.
but then they show up as like, oh,
Obviously, we will not be
we're the uncles.
showing.
They protect the
we
kid
won't be
and like,
showing child murder. We're
No,
not
no,
monsters.
but, like,
yeah,
that
But
it's sort of like a wait. Why is it only the families that have these young children that ever seem to like fall into debt for taxes that they haven't paid or whatever?
Yeah.
I do think it would be cool if near the beginning of the series, as far as Ma Dong-seok's character and stuff, he goes in not really with the intention of a rescue because he doesn't he doesn't know that yet. Like,
Yeah.
goes in maybe just for supplies or to send a message or gifts,
Yeah.
like whatever he's supposed to be doing. He's still a bodyguard type just because those types of caravans need somebody like that.
Yeah.
And you need somebody hardy just to make that type of trip in the first place. But he doesn't go in thinking we're rescuing her. Like that's not
Yeah.
really what they're doing.
So maybe he's more like a mercenary type situation where they travel around doing, like odd jobs or whatever, whatever people need. But then she manages to like slip them a note or something and being like, I will pay you lots of money if you get me out of here. And so then
or
it's like,
any
well,
title, any like she
Yeah.
has the ability to make whatever happen.
And it's
But
like, well.
That way you can see possibly. So before he gets that note, he thinks everything's fine. So like you can see the court and how the court can look normal, like just royal type people, just doing royal type people things. But then she's like, not all is as it seems.
Yeah.
Whatever. And so then you have a few, because again, this is a 20-episode show. So
Yeah.
like, you have to kind of
we got to get a lot of plot in here.
the discovery of what's actually occurring. So it's not simply just the note that sets them off. It has to also be, okay, then he goes and talks to somebody, or, you have to do some investigation in order to really figure out what's going on.
He starts to notice things in the village, things that are going on with the different shopkeepers and the different stuff that's happening coming down from this, court and stuff. And it's like, something is not right.
Yeah.
And he's, at his heart, a good dude.
So then they eventually rescue her, but the journey is not like it was a planned journey.
No,
she's
I
not
like
used
this.
to
I like this.
traveling. So like, so everything is way more off the cuff than even what they first intended. And I think that at least reveals more about the court, gives you more story, but can kind of set you on your way doing other stuff. But then the reveal of like the evil can kind of be a slow thing. Like you piece it together as he does a little.
Yeah.
And there's like the stories of like villagers going missing, or
like
things
monsters
that go in the night, but they think it's wolves or whatever, right?
Yeah,
but
it's like, oh, you can't go on like the nobleman's property at night because like people die because of the monsters and stuff. And it just turns out that they've been using, these thrall zombies, vampire thrall zombies, as like attack dogs essentially. So sicking people's own relatives on, which then leads to some fun horror like scenes where it's like someone they're trying to find like a family member. It could be like like how the beginning of you figuring out where it's like they're just trying to find their family member or something, and they go in and then they see their family member and they're like, oh my god, like you're alive, and then they get zombie chomped by their family. That's a classic zombie horror situation. We love it. We love it. And that's when suddenly, that's like, I'd say like episode like 4 is when there's like, it pulls you in. It's like, oh, this is just, we got Maddox Suk being so charming, and him and Park Bo Young being like,
they're cute.
They're cute. Like they're being
and there's
goofy.
clearly court shenanigans happening. Okay.
And then suddenly it's like
zombies.
It's like it has to be like the very last scene of episode 4. It's like a character, like a little, like a tertiary character that you've met is like, who's like, I'm trying to find like, oh, my brother's gone missing. I'm trying to find my brother. And they're like, you don't have the money to pay us. It seems like maybe they just left. Like, maybe just left. Like, sometimes people just leave. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like anything bad's going on here. And then that's when, the ending, you're like, oh shit, actually.
Yeah. And then in the next episode or 2, you eventually get a scene that's like, one of the court maids or whoever like gets or a eunuch, they get punished, and of course punishment equals becoming like that.
Getting eaten, getting
so then you get another zombie horror moment of like.
So then you realize that like
that's the connection.
That the royal family is in on it and stuff, and you're like, oh.
Oh, I see.
And they never want to let their power go because they've had their power for a really long time.
Yeah, and they keep just like they're
Changing their names or whatever.
changing their, or it's just like no one talks about it because, or maybe it's like the one of the where it's like royalty never goes out in public, like they only ever talk to people from like behind screens, like that
With
sort of
veils and
situation.
stuff. So
Yeah.
then it's like,
So it's like they
the
can hide their
daughter or the-
identities.
Well, and the thing is, that's a different country, so you can even make kind of like Arthal or something. You can even make it doesn't have to be quite historical Korea in that aspect. It can be something a little different.
Yes,
but,
it's all fictional, made up. So like no one can ever gaze upon them because they're like we go sort of like a pharaonic sort of situation where it's like they are gods on earth, like according to this monarchic theocratic system that they've got going on.
Normal anyway.
Yeah. And to gaze upon them is to gaze upon death, and that's just because anytime someone figures out that it's this like they can't have people know that they're the same.
But also, if they're
person.
vampires, they can't be going out in the daylight, walking around, letting people see them, right? So it's always, everything's dark, everything's shrouded, everything's,
Well,
yeah.
Royalty also doesn't usually go do anything.
Yeah.
Well, that
unless
too.
it's just a ceremony, though. But their ceremonies have to be at night. Like, I mean, if you're doing the nighttime thing.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
They have a religion that like revolves around the moon or something. So then all of the big things that we do, the big ceremonies, take place at night under the full moon.
The stars are a certain way. Yeah.
Oh, guys, now we're getting into the deep lore, the deep lore of this country.
Well, so the question becomes essentially, how do they figure out they need to do a heist? Late, like the money thing. How does that really come into play later?
So, okay, I know I've been talking. Well, no one watching this stream will know, but a little preview. I've been talking about Full Metal Alchemist a lot lately, and it does have like a sequence where at one point where it's like there's this priest who can apparently bring people back from the dead, and they investigate it and they find out no, he's just like it's all just a scam to get a bunch of money. And the classic, because this is a classic bit where it's like they've just been doing it all to amass wealth and power, and so if you take away their wealth and power, they're just a bunch of doofuses who can't go out into the sunlight.
Yeah.
So, but the thralls can. I think that's like possibly, or maybe they can't, which is why they keep losing them and keep needing to get more. And also, they need to eat their blood and bathe in their blood and such, because we're having fun here. We're having evil. We're having fun. Yeah. We're just, we gotta make it nasty. And so, like, but at the end of the day, if you take away all their money and burn down their castle, they're just.
Yeah, I feel like
mean?
there would be something like maybe around episode 15 where something happens that it feels like everything's hopeless. Like the bad guys are going to win and we don't know what to do. And it's like, and like even maybe this is sort of Kim So-hyun's time to shine. Like as she's been kind of the spoiled, pampered, brat, but she's been coming around and now she's like, well, you hit them where it hurts. Like if they don't have money, they don't have anything, right? Like that's
she could be like in like Chinese historicals, there'll always be like a female character who's like really good at accounting. Like maybe everything else about them is just like whatever, but they're like they got that abacus and they're just like going. They're like, I think we'd be ripped off.
All the problems.
Yeah, I think we'd be ripped off. They'd use that abacus,
And so Park Bo-young finds that really attractive.
Oh yeah. She's into that. You know what I mean? Like we can have like if we even bring the abacus in, because then you can have like sort of like a little bit of sensual shot of like the fingers like moving the the little beads and stuff, and her being like, damn girl, like what that abacus do? You know what I mean? Like damn, okay. And there could have been didn't have to come out of anywhere, like out of nowhere. Like there could be little hints of like throughout, like when she's hiding out the shopkeeper and be like, what are you doing? Like this shop is run terribly. Like, what are we doing? And just to like, as like a little comedic bit, I think it would actually kind of be funny. I know we said we wanted, I say we as though I speak for all of us. That we, I wanted like a bit of a Changbin cameo.
Okay.
It would actually kind of be funny to have like every few episodes, just like a cutback to Changbin trying to track his dad down to be like, when the fuck are you coming home? And like him like just sort of like stuck whatever they get up to. It then has like a brief like 2-minute scene, like an epilogue scene of poor Changbin being like having to deal with the fallout, just sort of like unintentionally ruining his life and being like, come on.
Well, it's not simply tracking his dad down. It has to be in the midst of like all these monsters and stuff. So you actually see
him also being
short-ish scenes though of him having to battle all this.
Also being like all the monsters, like they'll like cut a swath through and be like, yeah, we escaped all those monsters, like there's someone else's problem. And then like at the like after the credit you see Jamie being like, damn it. Where's this all coming from? Like maybe you could start out with them being like, okay, yeah, like you clean up this mess and come meet us, like we're going here, just come meet us later. And he could be like, okay, fine, like he'll be like the cleanup man, right?
The shop
their
little
little troops. So he'll like go to like make sure like all the accounts are paid and everything. But then like it's just like everything they're doing is like spoiling him like 2 towns back as he struggles to make it back to them. I think that would be such a funny bit. And so they only ever meet up in like the end credits of the last episode where he's like, oh my God, guys, you won't believe what I've been through. I think it would be a good bit. I love a good bit. I love a good bit. It's a good bit.
It takes a little, if we're going with the darker stuff, that could be the thing that like kind of lightens the mood a little bit and gives you a breather, right?
Mm-hmm. I definitely think, and this is just because I personally believe that Ma Dong-seok should be offered lead roles in romances more often because yes. I think that the evil queen's gotta like try a little seduction scheme at some point.
I actually had already thought she at least has to find him attractive at some point.
Oh yeah. She has to be attracted to his virility and his strength, because like what does a immortal being care for looks? You know what I mean? Like he has to have something that she craves, and that's power.
Well, and I mean, she's immortal. Power. And she's had her taste of every.
She's done it all, baby. And he's something different.
Yeah,
he's pretty muscular.
Maybe we even use that in those like sort of last 5 episodes with the heisty stuff and the whatever, like that he leans into that a little bit and then pops her in the face or whatever. It's kind of like you thought, but no.
Like maybe like you give him a little bit of like make him kind of like a little bit of a suave character.
Yeah,
I feel like he could be like a suave, rakish sort of gentleman. You know what I mean? Like he obviously he has a son, so
Park
he's
Bo
been
Young
effective.
does not want to hear any of that stuff.
No.
Park Bo Young is like, Dad, we can't be doing this. We cannot be doing this, Dad. Unc, we can't be doing this. As you see, absolutely not. He's like, girl, like can't hold me down.
I feel like
ladies love me. I feel like a ladies love me Ma Dong-seok would be chef's kiss. And I would like to see it
when they take over the shop to look after the shopkeeper's son or whatever, and then like all the other like shopkeeper ladies in the town are always like, oh, we can help too.
No, because like listen, we gotta have scenes
for the shop, but I can't afford it right now. Oh, we can,
No, we definitely gotta have like him sleeves rolled up, chopping wood, and all like the middle-aged shopkeeper ladies. Like, I need him to have his moment because absolutely yes. would.
The old ladies.
That's all
are
I'm
sitting,
saying.
Like,
You know,
and not like old ladies, but like middle-aged ladies and young ladies. Like, they're all sitting in the tea shop across the street, like just like
fanning
and
themselves.
he's so responsible too.
He's so and of course he has to be like super like, ma'am, like, oh, you look beautiful in your dress today, like real flirt. I just want him to be a real flirt.
You've got the actual older ladies, and he's like, "Is this your sister?" You know, like he's pulling those
absolutely the disingenuous flirting nonsense that some like older men do. Like, yes, not like creepy. Like, I need there's creepy older men, and then there's just like charming. Like, okay, oh please, sir, come on. And I would like to see it. I feel like the world is really yearning for that. You know, I think that would heal me a little. I think it would heal the world to just give him a romance. All right, let him romance every single woman besides like the main two leads. He will flirt with. He flirts with. It's like, if you're a woman, he will flirt with you, and I love that energy. And I feel like that leads to more of our Changbin cutbacks, where he has to like tell like these women that in the wake, like, my dad's a Rolling Stone, he's got to move on. Like,
well, it's almost like it's kind of like in My Dearest, right? Like, he's a flirt, like that character, and he's
a non-monogamous.
Body count every.
Listen, he loves to he loves the ladies. The ladies love him, but he's not a forever guy. He's like, a Rolling Stone gathers no moss. You know what I mean? Like, he's just moving on. This alone, like the zombie thrall, that's great. This is the 20% viewership right here. The people want to see it, and I know because I'm the people.
So I would like to highlight. Is there anything else Park Bo Young's character can be doing as well?
I feel like she's got to be like the super competent, like where he has like a reputation. Like, what would actually be funny? I'm always thinking of the bit where he like you see him and he's like this big dude. So everyone's like, oh, what a fearsome fighter. But she's the one who does most of the fighting. I think would actually be.
He's like
there for the vibes.
If he can get the punch in, the punch will knock you out, right? Like, he's the Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
whereas
she's like a butterfly, around. Right? She's doing like everything.
Strategy too, like as far as moving.
Yeah. And then like, you know, and then someone will yes, exactly. It's like a C-drama. Yeah, exactly, Katie. But like she's doing the flips, she's doing the swords, she's, you know, and then every time what'll happen is the person who then, you know, there has to be like his legend has to grow, right? The legend of this guy. And so it'll always be like someone comes in at the last moment where he punches the last guy. Right? And he gets his like one punch man punch in, and that's what anyone remembers. And meanwhile, she's like, like, she did all the work. And I think that's a good one. That's a good bit. Love that.
Also,
bit.
She could be also like kind of along the same vibe, like the sneaky one or whatever. Like, maybe she does some like sneaky reconnaissance stuff, you know, and like. She's the one
she's the real secret ops.
You know, makes the connection because she finally sees, you know, the vampire queen like munching on babies or whatever, and she's like, "Oh, that's what the connection that we were."
Oh, I see what's happening here. I see. Like at first, it could just be like they'd be like, "Oh, we don't know where all these monsters are coming from. Like, so mysterious. These monsters, these monsters." And then at about the halfway point. It's like you're starting to get sus. You know, you're sus of this royal family. They never show their faces. They're a little weird. Juno's kind of stupid, but there's always one stupid member of every family. You know, like there's always one. And then, you know, she's like, I'm going to and he's just, you know, they're just hiding out. And she's like, I'm going to find out like if what this, you know, rich girl who's the pain in my ass is telling me, like, oh no, they're evil. They're terrible. She's like, they don't seem bad, but I also, she wouldn't be lying to me about this. Okay. And then she goes to the reconnaissance, sees her bathing in blood or whatever. And is like, or sees him turning evil. Oh, they're like they see him turning someone into like one of the thralls, and she's like, "Ah,
I see."
Act 2 begins."
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And if it's a Netflix produced drama, that literally that's where it will end on episode 10, and then you'll have season 2 a week later
Season
or whatever,
2 in like
a
8
month
months,
later.
3 weeks
8
later,
months or something. Yeah.
I will say, so for a while you think that she, like her personality, you think that she's not a flirt at all or whatever, because to kind of counteract like his flirtatiousness or whatever. But it's just after she gets way more attracted to Kim So-hyun's character.
Well,
then her charm starts turning way up.
Yeah, because her only role model for charm and romance is this absolute rakish uncle of hers. And so she's like, well, if it works for him.
And so then she's not subtle at all. Like once she decides that she is like it's very obvious after that.
Yeah.
Because there's no hiding that. So that'd actually be really cute.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
like
Kim
it.
So-hyun's character is charmed by obviously sees
disarmed.
that and
It's
just
like
thinks it's funny and just goes with it.
It's like, wait, are you flirting with me? Like, okay, so at what point does Kim So-hyun realize that this is not a man? Is the real fun bit?
Well, that's when you have to figure out where. I do think it still would be whenever they're during the travel, during the shower scene. There's accidental visual happening at some point.
Yeah.
It's just that you can place that, especially if we're doing a lot more intro with the, that other fictional country stuff. You can place that travel like pretty far along the plot line.
That's true.
I feel like in the 10 to 15 episode like area.
Well,
maybe
the thing is she can see it, and like it can be she can see it then, but like maybe the audience doesn't know she sees that then, but she keeps that a secret until like so then you flash back. She figured it out a long time ago.
Yeah.
But she just didn't want to say anything. Something like that. I don't know.
She was like, "You got your secrets, and I respect that."
Yeah.
Like,
because she also has her secrets,
Right.
Like maybe she knows a little bit more than because I think it would be sort of interesting if we don't actually get introduced to the evil vampire queen for a little while. Like maybe she was like, because she's nobility, from a different country, she's kidnapped by a vampire because there's got to be something like they need her blood for something. I like I think it was Fire Sky in chat had said like maybe her blood is special or something. So maybe that's why they want her. So she was being she was kidnapped and maybe being transported. And then that's when they come across her. But like due to shenanigans, they keep getting pushed closer and closer to where she was supposed to end up anyway, just due to, the zombie thrall situation. And then when you meet her, then it becomes like, oh. So then you can have Junho as our affable idiot who maybe gets killed off. He's just a cameo. Don't matter. He's just playing an affable idiot that they're conning, right? But he's a satellite member of the vampire family, okay? And he's real bad at everything.
Like 17th Prince or whatever?
Yeah, like real far down the line. Which is like, and he was entrusted perhaps with transporting her. And that's the first con, is them getting him away from her away from him. And then it's just, sort of everything like, the zombie hordes are growing because this evil queen is amassing power or whatever. And so she needs more and more of these, because I feel like if they're zombie thralls, she can control them in some way, like if she like sort of maybe like do the, if you turn them, you control them vibe like that they have in some vampire stories.
Well, because there has to be a way that she's maintained power for years and years and years and years without this being a problem outside of their little area, essentially.
So maybe like she's preparing to like, she's amassing an army because now she's had enough. She's, been content for a while controlling this small country, but now I think she wants more, like she needs, and
yeah, it's not like oopsie doodles, I made more. It's I very intentionally
am making an army that is a hive mind to me. Right. And so, but you can't just you need more than just an army to take over countries. You need to take over their governments. You need to take over, like the economic systems. I'm now in the court intrigue portion of every historical style.
I think that we've kind of rounded out everything that we need, except for drum roll title.
And
that's always the part that's hard. And what?
Amnesia.
Oh shit!
I forgot.
That could be part of the. So maybe she does figure out that Park Bo Young is a girl earlier, and then she gets amnesia for some reason and forgets that she knows that she's a girl.
Or there's a twist, and so he's been telling her that she's his uncle and her parents died because she doesn't remember it, but she could have some sort of connection to someone where it's just like, no, she just has, like, Park Bo Young's character just has amnesia and thinks that he's related to her because that's what he's told her. But really, like, there'll seem some sort of tragic backstory that's not just like, oh yeah, your parents just died randomly and I'm your uncle, but it's like, maybe he picked her up somewhere or something.
Honestly, though, typically shows that have amnesia in them, they have it twice.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's
so
true.
You can have
double
both.
Amnesia. We can have triple amnesia, quadruple amnesia.
I'm just saying, it happens.
Yep.
You're not wrong. You're not
my
wrong.
dearest example. My goodness.
Oh my god, the endless amnesia. My dearest had too much amnesia. Still a great show. You should watch it. You should also check out our episode on it because Sky and I went in depth. But yeah.
But
no, I like it.
To where you could have the serious amnesia thing about like their relationship, but then like you can kind of have the kind of a shorter, I'm not saying funny amnesia thing, but kind of as far as like she forgot that she knew that Park Bo Young's character was a girl, and then like, oh, when she finally gets her memories back relatively quickly, oh, and then she kind of blurts it out or something, and it's like, yeah. I've known for like months, like it's been a thing that I
well, and you have those moments where it's like Park Bo Young, maybe after like the amnesia or whatever, like maybe she already knew that she knew at that point. And so then she's behaving like she's suggesting things that she, like Kim So Hyun's like, excuse me, like you're a boy, we can't go bathe together, what are you talking about? And then like her amnesia, and she's like, oh right, yeah, okay.
right. We like adding these little comedic moments. Okay, we have a question here.
We will review because we typically do that anyway. Yeah. It is time. So at this point, we've now checked off amnesia. So we've checked out all this. But we will go through what the dice told us to do and what we
basic plot.
Basic plot. And then we'll come up with a title.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, everyone in chat, be thinking of a title for what we should
please
call
help
this.
us. Title is always the hardest part.
Yeah.
So let me set the stage for this 20 episode fantasy saguk epic. It takes place in a fictional country. None of these places are real. Do not come for us cancelers. All right? These are all fictional countries. You have Ma Dong-suk, who is a traveling man about town who just, he's a bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Mercenary. Who travels with his nephew, Park Bo Young. And also his son, Changbin, who will come in and out of this story as we continue. So they're traveling around, and while in a town, are asked by a noble woman, Kim So Hyun, to save her ass because she has been kidnapped by vampires, and they're like, the fuck are vampires? What are you even talking about? Meanwhile, stories of like people disappearing and monsters running in the night, and children going missing, and people, are all rising, and they keep getting pushed due to all these stories to this country who's got sort of a theocratic monarchy that has a mysterious empress who no one can put their face upon because she is considered as a god. Okay. So while they're like, something's up. something's up with this country. Something's weird going on. A lot of like these monster stories, they're all going a little crazy. Like things are going a little wacky. What are we doing here? So they find a kid whose family has disappeared, was a shopkeeper, and he's very cute little kid. And they take over his shop and pretend to be his relatives. And they're like, we're going to figure out what's going on here. Whereupon they then discover that evil Empress is actually a vampire who is turning people into her thralls to amass an army in order to expand empire over the rest of this fictional land.
Played by Kim Sun-young.
Played by Kim Sun-young. Yeah. Yes, Kim Sun-young. She's over there. Junho's her idiot, like nephew 3 times removed, who got them into this mess. So then the heist begins of them trying to using financial and physical means to stop this from happening. Badong Suk he's a rakish seducteur. Ladies love him. Park Bo Young is his nephew, which is a woman dressed as a man who actually does all the work. And Changbin is his sad, depressed son who's following, desperately trying to meet up with them, just sort of taking care of the aftermath of all the chaos his father creates. What am I missing? What am I missing here?
Well, and so then eventually, I mean, do you want to go into the amnesia or not?
You can go into amnesia. Go into amnesia.
Well, okay. So, come to find out, he's been saying that he's like an uncle situation to the Park Bo Young character, but there was traumatic amnesia because of stuff, and you see that. But he's really just a dude that just took her in like forever ago. So that's that. That's like the serious amnesia. The kind of funny amnesia is
you need both. You need both.
You need both because that's the way that works. Kim So-hyun, her noble lady character, fell hard for boy version Park Bo Young quite a while ago, just because a nice dude.
He's a nice dude who bathes. A nice dude who bathes. What can you do?
The bar is low.
He's like a little short king who bathes. What do you get? Like, you know, like,
hyper competent too. Let's be fair. Let's be really fair. But falls for him pretty quickly. But then after machinations of traveling together, does get a glimpse. Definitely not a dude. But then has amnesia later and kind of forgets that that's not. Anyway.
Happens to us.
That's all funny. Amnesia quickly dissipates. That's like the fun amnesia because you kind of have to have something fun.
Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of both. Yeah. And then they just decide to destroy all of her money because they can't defeat her evil.
And all the monsters are kind of hive mind to the Empress situation.
Yeah. They're zombie thrall situations. I think this is sick as hell.
Yeah.
I would watch.
Jessie will be happy when she comes back.
I think so.
So I will say, not far off from the
Not far off. There were no Borg. Like, there were kind
Borg.
Of Borg. They're kind of Borg. They're thralls. So, like, that was actually a very concise, accurate depiction of the amnesiac lesbians are not the Borg vampires. That's a different. There's like a period and then Borg vampires. There's amnesiac lesbians,
and luckily there's 20 episodes to get through.
There's a lot of stuff you can do. A lot of stuff you can do with 20 episodes.
They can be long episodes too.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, over an hour each. Might as well. If you're doing historical, if you have that big budget, use it.
Use it.
Yeah.
Use it, baby.
Yeah.
Use it. They can just hire the same team that did Joseon Exorcist and got absolutely shafted by netizens for no reason. And then, like, do that. You know, just, they were killing it then. They can bring those guys back. They knew what they were about. This would watch. A+ would watch.
So, title. It should be one word, right? Kind of
or it could be like something like, oh no, see, it could be called something like Blood Moon or something, but that would like give it away. That would like give away the bit, right? Like,
But I mean, I feel like people who are watching it I mean, they know that they're watching a zombie vampire.
You could just say something
show.
like
It's
Moon Rulers or so, you know.
A little too close to Moon Lovers, though. You know.
yeah,
true.
You don't want to be. You don't want to be riffing off of a
I didn't mean
super.
to.
but something.
Because if you say the Moon Empress, then it makes it sound like we're always looking at her and we're really not.
No.
Yeah.
Like Blood Moon is so good. Like, because it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's also a thing.
It is a thing. And I mean, and that could be that could be part of the thing initially, is that like Kim Soo Hyun's character is supposed to get there by the blood moon for this festival, right? Like there's a blood moon festival that they're having.
It could also be like stealing the blood moon could be the title. And so you don't even know the whole like heist part until later anyway. So like, it's kind of a very deep lead into eventually kind of being a heisty thing later.
I mean, the blood moon could be a jewel that's in the crown or something too. That
you could do a lot
know,
of
like there's a lot of things that
symbolic symbolism
tie back to it, and so that you don't necessarily know it all.
I like it. This was an easier. Normally we have a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
But I feel like we really.
So do we just want Blood Moon or do we want Stealing the Blood Moon?
I feel like Blood Moon is a lot just sort of more easier to put on a poster.
Easier to put on a poster.
You know, listen, this isn't a J drama. It's not going to have like a title that goes for.
Hang on. What was the name of? I'm gonna go look at our.
It was Red Moon. The one you're thinking of is Red Moon, which was one of our first ever episodes.
Yeah, I was gonna go.
That was the one on the. No, that was the one on
the sci-fi.
Yeah, Red
one,
Moon.
Right?
That was Red Moon. Different.
So this is Blood Moon. This is
Blood Moon. It's different. It's
it's a different kind of Red Moon.
Completely like, you know, for copyright purposes, completely independent and different. Don't worry about it. Like we just listen. The other one, it made sense to call it Red Moon because it was like reasons.
It did because of sci-fi. Like
sci-fi.
That was really Red Moon. Like.
And that one had really Felix in it as a hologram.
That one was so good, by the way.
That one was so good, y'all. You should go check that one out. It's on our somewhere in the live tab.
It's on our playlist, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. That's great. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm sad that this isn't a thing.
I know.
I would
we do this.
Watch it.
We do this every time where we come up with these incredible things that then they don't exist.
It checks off all the boxes like Madong Suk, lesbians.
Lesbians.
I feel like I would not enjoy watching it, but this would definitely be one of those dramas where you keep seeing the clips on like Instagram and YouTube and,
like,
stuff,
okay,
and you're like,
oh,
maybe I should watch it, and then you're like, no, it's not my thing, but like I feel like it's my thing, right?
Could be your
it
thing.
probably gets a lot of like weird edits that make it look like it's just a like historical comedy lesbian romance, and you're like,
that's all it is.
Yeah,
that's all it is. And then you get in and watch it, and you're like,
what am I watching?
You know, the way that people talk about happiness, right? Like it's just a romance.
No, it's just a
romance. It's a cute romance.
And like it is a great romance, but it's also in a bigger point. There's something a little bit bigger happening in it.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, everyone, thank you for hanging out with us. We hope you had a good time. We'll be back next month probably, if our lives don't explode. But September is usually pretty chill, so like, hopefully, unlike last month, we'll be able to come in. Fingers crossed, baby girls. Fingers crossed. We hope you had a good time hanging out with us. And we have an episode coming out on Monday that I know that one of our watchers at least will be very excited for. They get called out by name in it. Anyway, we hope you have a fantastic week. We will see you next time, I guess.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye.
Bye.